Now we're gonna get into a set where one in particular is one of my oldest characters, and the other two are just there for shits and giggles, really. But we're gonna talk about some sneaky son of a guns, the Rogue Gladeath. Gladeath, what a name, Gladeath. I remember somebody was asking me how the hell I made a name because this actually used to be a male undead when he first started off, and he's the only undead actually out of all the things that are multiples. The only thing that I have a singular of is one goblin and one undead. I don't have another goblin and I don't have another undead. Why? Because it just doesn't fit the theme. Like for the rogue, I always felt like the undead were just right, you know? And now, yes, it started off as a male. They added a thing where you can turn your male into a female if you wanted to. And I decided to do that because, I don't know, something about the name. I mean, and somebody brought it up. I think the reason I was thinking about Gladeath was like gladiator and then the word death. And I came up with Gladeath and I went with that. And I said, screw it. It's different and nobody else has it. That's another reason why I did some of these names. Some of these names, nobody had it. I mean, Traku, he's one of the first ones that I learned you couldn't have an apostrophe because I wanted an apostrophe between the two C's. I wanted to be TRAC apostrophe CU. But no, they didn't want to let me do that. But yeah, Gladeath. Eventually, it sounded more and more like more of a feminine orientated name. Like the name felt like it fit a woman a little bit more. Like, I mean, I didn't have anything against it as a male, but also some of the updates and stuff like that. I really enjoy the way the female fights, the way the female sneaks around when you're stealth and stuff like that. Plus, look at this gear. God, I am so happy I got a chance to get this armor. And this cloak was from Shadowlands, which I thought fit pretty nice. Especially the idea that looks like a skull there in the middle. But yeah, these daggers, I remember when these daggers came out in Legion. Because this was Assassination Rogue. And Assassination got those daggers, and Assassination is my go-to. I don't have anything against the other two specs, but the way Assassination plays and the way I can play Assassination, I enjoy the hell out of Assassination. I really think it's a really cool, interesting spec. And I like the way the female runs cute, like the way. But yeah, man, look at that armor set. It looks so cool. Get it. That's another reason why I like that red, because that it's just so cool. Plus, with this red, I also came across this particular mount. Which actually, when I dismount, some of the red's there too. But then summoning it just looks so cool. Oh no, that's a cool horse. God dang it. Actually, for flying mount, I just went with a bat. And it's a bloodish bat. I mean, it's one of those, like, he's a bloodsucker. So it goes with the idea of what I'm going with the Assassination Rogue. But yeah, man, I love this gear set. This is one of the ones that the reason I'm happy for this set is, first and foremost, the set does look great. I mean, I think this set looks great. Something about it just, it's got such a good look. But it's like, it's also, actually, a little side note, the gauntlets there that you see with the little gold, those actually don't belong to that set. That's actually belongs to a whole nother set. It's just, I wanted those because when I saw them, first off, they're my legendary gloves that I made. And they just look good with the set. I figured, let me just leave that. That way I'm a little different. You know, that way it's not like, how some people, oh, it's a complete set. That's not a good transmog. Like some people, to each their own. You know, they love doing mixed matching of a whole bunch of different pieces to make their own set. I'm not really that kind of person where I'm just, oh, I need to have these shoulders with those gloves and these boots and etc. Nah. Excuse me. I'm not worried about all that. But the other reason I like this set, because it makes me like feel like that's a guild orientated set. It's a black and gold kind of set. So it's like, yay. that's my guild rogue, you know. So it's really cool. I think eventually I'm going to sit down and try to do that and have a set for each and every class that is driven by the concept of the guild of black and gold and having that together. I know some of them it's going to be a challenge. Other ones probably might be easy. But yeah, that just looks so good. Now, this guy right here. Now, I changed his name. His name was actually something else that just didn't fit. It didn't fit. I had to change it. And this, you know, Gronokk of the Frost Wolf clan. That's the main reason I made it, because they gave us the ability to do the Frost Wolf armor as a transmog, which is what he has on minus the helm. The helm was actually a whole nother thing, which I saw it and I said I wanted it. Finally got it, which now that I finally got it, this is a complete character for me. But the thing is, with the Frostwolf armor, what I wanted to do was have it on something else that wasn't a rogue, because I thought I could be anything else with it. But apparently you cannot. What it is, the limitations are, the only way you could be Frostwolf is with a character that wears leather, like a rogue. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. But eventually with the Magar Orcs, and knowing I could do the nice skin tone that matches that clan of the Frostwolf Orcs, I went ahead and just made a Frostwolf Orc. Bam. I wanted to have a Frost Wolf. Something about all the clans, like something about the Frost Wolf clans, I honored. They're so honorable and stuff like that. And thinking about how that one character Thrall is technically like his pop is Frost Wolf and stuff like that. And I was like, this is the chance to be a Frost Wolf Orc. So I made him a rogue, because also you were able to wield axes as a rogue in a combat, which I think has come out pretty interesting. Like most people, when they come to the combat rogue, it was mostly like the swashbuckling kind of thing. Like you could be a pirate rogue. You know, they actually had gloves, so you could be a pirate and stuff like that. But then they went and they called it like combat rogue, and then they went and changed it, which is now called Outlaw, is the name of the thing. So you have Assassination, Subtlety, and then Outlaw. Now Subtlety I have a whole different character for, but yeah, this is so cool, because also at a certain point in time, I don't know who decided to do it, but I want to pat them on the back, because they had a thing where you can go back to Ultrac Valley, which was the very first big PvP map that was made back in the day. And there was a thing you had to do with some stuff you had to do, and then after you do it, you would get a brand new Frost Wolf mount. And I was like, dude, I gotta get that mount. So sure enough, I did everything that I had to do, and I got the mount. Because, see, here's the thing. They did have a Frostwolf mount. And I believe it's still Frostwolf. Let's see. Here it is. This was the original Frostwolf Howler. Okay? And as you can see, he's out of date. That's the way you can say it. I mean, the low resolution on that fur and the armor, and I'm like, oh no, I can't use that. I mean, I was gonna end up obviously using this wolf, which is an actual frost wolf from the Warlords of Draenor. Then they had an armored one. I didn't want the armored one because I didn't care for the color of that armor. So like I would have just done the regular one. But since they had the other one, I'm like, dude, I want to get up with the times and get that frost wolf brand new, man. Look at that. Oh, he looks so cool. So yeah, it's literally an updated version, a re-release, if you will, of the other Frostwolf mount. Now, for flying, I just went old school like that other guy and just got the Wyvern. So, because he may be of the Frostwolf clan, but he works with the Horde. So it's like, there you go. He is of the Horde. But this is one of the very few that, I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably zoom in here, but if you look at the top of this character's panel here, it says Gronokk of the Frost Wolves. So he's one of the complete characters where you can look like it, ride on it, and have the name of it, Frost Wolves. So this is definitely a complete character. I think now that I think about it, between that Shadow Moon priest that I was showing you and this guy as a rogue, to think about completionism, if I had the ability of a different flying mount, I think it would be complete. Like, I don't have anything against the Wyvern. It's just, I really wish I can get one of the Rylaks that are from this zone that were white. Like, I would love to ride a Rylak that's white, because I would think it would be more appropriate of this Frostwolf clan and the things that they ride, which would be the wolf and the Rylak. At that point, he'd be 100%. So he's damn near 100% because of the fact, not only does he have the gear, he has the mount, and he's got the title. He is Gronokk of the Frost Wolves. So he's that much closer to perfection compared to the Shadow Priest. Because the Shadow, it's not like I can do, of the Shadow Moon clan as a title. That's the unfortunate, that there is no title like that. I kind of wish they did, because it would be cool to actually have the clan names in the game for someone who would want to represent that clan. Like, there's the Frost Wolf, there's the Black Rock, there's the Shattered Hand, there's the Shadow Moon. It'd be great if somebody wanted to do that, but I mean, it would have been cool. Like, if you think about Gildana of the Shadow Moon clan, that'd be cool. But unfortunately, they don't have that. I wouldn't mind kind of pitching that idea to Blizzard and seeing if they would do it, unless somebody's actually looking at this video that's from Blizzard, and y'all can give them a little wink wink, nudge nudge, eh? Hey, how about that title there, eh? Shadow Moon, Black Rock, eh? But yeah, man, I think it's so cool to have a Frostwolf orc. I think it's just really cool, like the story behind and the history in the game about Frostwolves and where they came from and what happened to them and stuff like that. Like, it's really cool to be able to represent that. Then I got, this is my Subtlety rogue. So when they brought out the Vulpera, the first thing I thought was Vulpera equals rogue, period. That little scavenger is going to be sneaking around, stealing shit, stabbing a mofo in the back or something like that. Now, in this case, all I did was eliminate the shoulders, I believe, and the helmet, which was like a hoodie, from the armor set that what they call as a heritage armor. So I went with the heritage armor on this character, except for the shoulders and the hoodie, because I wanted to see the character and those cute ears. And then I gave her these daggers because it felt like these were something she would scrounge up and put together and create. So she made her daggers, you know, she made her weapons. Now this name is a pretty interesting name. Heptet is like an Egyptian goddess. There's an Egyptian goddess named Heptet. And that's the direction I went with the name, because since she is from this deserted, you know, desolate desert of an area and all that, you know, I'm thinking about how Egypt is desert and stuff like that. And I said, I wonder if there's a cool name that I'm not aware of from all these different type of gods and stuff like that from that type of area. And sure enough, I came across Heptet. And some of the description of Heptet kind of fit a rogue, like something that would deal with blood, with the stabbing and stuff like that. It was interesting. If y'all ever wanted to just pull it up and read a little bit about Heptet, you would understand how it actually does fit the rogue. But yeah, this is the cute little Heptet that I made. I made her first. And then I made Amiki later because I wanted to have a disciplined priest. I said, you know what? I wouldn't mind having it as a Volpera priest. But yeah, Amiki was cute, but she's badass later. She looks so cool. Yeah, with those little daggers. What? Like I said, it's like acting like she made those daggers. That's the best part. And if you look closely, the colors kind of match because there's a wrapping on this dagger. Let me see if I can zoom in enough. I don't know if I can zoom in enough. Can I zoom in enough? Without, I don't know. But yeah, you can see how like the wrapping of the tooth thing there, horn on the dagger, kind of matches the coloration of the armor a little bit. But then I went with this one, which if you look carefully, I mean, it's two different colors. There's two different daggers here. Okay? If you look carefully, it's two. Because the only other difference, I mean, you would have to look carefully. This dagger in the left hand, actually the blade is slightly darker than the other blade. But the bone on the one in the left hand is slightly brighter than the bone in the other. So I definitely made two different ones. That way it wouldn't just be the same and stuff like that. But yeah, I made the Subtlety rogue. That way it's like, oh snap. And then because of the shadow, like the idea of the shadow that's involved with Subtlety, I believe the other reason that fit was because it was like, well, here I am, and I can go into the shadows. Like, oh, look at that. I'm sneaky, getting into the shadows. You know, see me coming up on you and stab you in the back. No. Now, the mount I went with this is this. Everyone say hello to Molly. So this is Molly. Molly's so cute. This is a mount that I actually got super lucky to get. And it's from this region. And it's from, actually, that boss is up right now. This is a world boss. And it's like a huge T-Rex, skeletal T-Rex. That skeletal T-Rex had the chance to drop Molly as a mount. And she is so cute. And I figured, what better character? Beep, 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 beep. So damn cute. Look at it. The other thing that's kind of cute is when you're riding, it's like it looks cute the way it runs, right? And then when you jump when it runs, it like kicks out the legs. Neat. I mean, it's so cute. Oh, look at that. It's so damn cute. Oh my god. But yeah, Molly. Now, flying mount really works out really good on this character too. So, I don't know if you see those big buzzards over there. but I got something like it as a mount. And if you look carefully, there's a few things on this bird that matches the armor set of the character. And this one, I believe I purchased this one. And when I saw it, I was like, dude, that's a perfect mount for this character. Like, wow. So I was very happy I managed to get that mount. That was pretty cool. So this one, in all retrospect, I could kind of say this is a complete character. This is a complete look. And that's another reason why I'm making this video, because a lot of them are so good. A lot of them are so complete, and I'm so happy to get them into the position that they're in.